We're just gonna eat the whole podcast and drink.
Dave, what are you eating?
That's a giant peanut butter cup from Buc-ee's.
Oh my gosh.
That's 1/3 of it that's
You're
left.
a 38-year-old man. Come on.
I am now.
Together.
That's true. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you for all the well wishes. Trash to Cash Podcast, episode 51. I'm Dave, the NC Picker. With me, as always, is Carrie, American Arbitrage, with a shiny new hat on.
Oh, I
Kevin,
know.
the Commonwealth
I
Picker,
overpaid for it.
with his brand newly pierced nipples. All 9 of them, plus 2.
Yes, all 9 of it, plus 3. Let's get it
plus
right.
3, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, anyways, thank you for the well wishes on the birthday.
Anything happen in your neck of the woods this week, Dave? Anything of note?
Hurricane. Yeah.
Is your room flooded? The one you're in right now?
This room got flooded, yes. But not flooded to the point where I could see it. I didn't find it till the next day when I walked up here and my socks were all of a sudden wet, and I realized that the carpet was drenched in this room down, which leads me to believe that the leak actually came from up here, maybe the windows, went down to the ground, and then went down into the garage and leaked on my inventory. So that's, I think, what happened with all that.
I'm no Carmen Sandiego, but I think it had something to do with the rain that was outside. Somehow, it leaked through and got onto your carpet. That's my guess.
From what I can tell...
External, not internal.
When you start throwing 60-mile-an-hour rain at the house for 8 hours is when it really tests the limits of the house.
You started a GoFundMe yet?
No, I did not.
No.
Have you started one on his behalf?
For your shed?
For your shed? We'll either give it to Dave or I'll find something to do with it.
Empathy shed costs are just coming in through the roof.
99% of the proceeds go to my shed. 1% goes to Dave.
To rebuilding my shop here.
I love when you told me the other day, Dave, about the water on the floor and everything, and you were like, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it, and I'm going to go to Universal Studios tomorrow.
That's exactly what I did.
You just didn't even handle it. You just left.
I didn't. I ran. It was future Dave's problem, is what I had decided. And so I did one thing, okay? I told Tina about it, and I think she did something. I don't know. It seems dry now.
Good. Let's hope.
Well, my family was debating going on a cruise after Christmas or going to, like, Orlando area. And they're like, oh, I don't know, Orlando now. You know, we had some friends going, and I'm like, well, Dave's at Universal right now. I think it'll be all right.
Yeah.
No, Orlando's fine. Orlando's fine. It was actually a genius move. This is why I had to go, because I'm like, you know what?
Nobody there.
There's going to be no people there.
Four-dimensional chess is what you're playing,
walked on that we went on the Harry Potter bank ride, right, Carrie? Where you're in the bank.
The Gringotts or whatever.
Yeah. 15-minute wait. Not even like fast pass, just 15-minute wait. We went on it twice. We went on Forbidden
insane.
Journey. Yeah, Forbidden Journey twice, 15-minute waits.
I can't believe the animatronics actually slap you on that ride. I don't know how that's legal.
I know. And the circumcision at the end. The circumcision at the end.
I had to sign waivers. Yeah. I didn't know what it was.
Well, at least you're not a Gentile anymore.
Wait a minute. You would be.
Is that backwards? No, I think I'm right. I'm going to Google
if you had the circumcision.
Yeah, check Leviticus or wherever we need to go.
Yeah.
Circle K. Circle K. That's where I go for all my circumcisions. Anyways, this podcast is a reselling podcast.
Welcome, guys. We still do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're the only reselling podcast to not talk about eBay Open at all in the episode that came out after.
That's true. Nope. Who attended that, really?
Anyone who got paid.
Yeah, exactly. It's just eBay telling you the same stuff. Guess what? There's new fees. There's new stuff we messed up. Nothing's getting any better, and it's all going downhill. I summed it up. I didn't watch it. I'm assuming that's what happened.
eBay didn't pay me. They didn't give me an invite.
I know.
You know what I did? And the video is out by now. I did a video about how eBay stinks on my Flipper channel. So.
Oh.
That'll get him. That'll reel him in for next time.
Hey, it worked for you, Dave. Trash American Bubble Boy. And
that's true. Get free Bubble Bucks. Speaking of Bubble Bucks and having nothing to do with Bubble Bucks, there's a new homie in town. A new bro in the house named the NC Piggy.
Pile Support Pig.
The
I love it.
Pile Support Pig is in stock on ncpiggy.com. I bought the website.
You bought
so make sure you get it. Yeah, ncpiggy.com.
I feel like he's the anti-hero to Inaman's hero. He's the nihilist where nothing matters.
Yeah.
And everything's just wavy gravy. And then Inaman is trying to get everyone to the next level and be better resellers.
You know what's really
we're
cool,
missing
Kevin?
the point here. I want to know how much it cost.
$25.
Somebody already had it. Wait a minute.
$25.
No,
is
no,
what the
no.
NC Piggy costs.
He's selling it for a loss.
NCPicker.com.
NCPiggy.com, not Picker.
Oh,
I don't have
bought
that.
NCPiggy.com.
I bought NCPiggy.com. Okay, here's the thing, though.
Good, very good.
I took a bunch of NC Piggies and I put them on all my death piles because I have a lot of death piles. Yeah. All my death piles look significantly better now. They look great. They actually look like I'm just going to leave them.
In fact, they're growing, in fact.
Yes, they're like,
healthier
it's so
every
decorative.
day.
It's so decorative on there. It looks beautiful, and it doesn't
Pigs
judge me.
eat anything,
oh my gosh.
so they'll
Are we
just
getting
eat
paid
the
for
death
this
pile.
shilling right now?
But listen,
what's up
Carrie,
with that?
here's the thing. Every
You can
single
get one of
death pile
these.
I have looks amazing, and so I think I'm going to get more death piles so I can put more NC Piggies on there. You don't have to have just one NC Piggy. You can have as many as you have death piles.
Is that the canon? Is that the proper way to address this? Like put the piggy on top of the pile?
Has to go on the pile. Has to go on the pile.
So
Like
Dave,
the Animan has to go on adventures. You have to. Sorry.
No,
Kevin, go
my
ahead.
Animan is where it belongs, right up inside. Well,
Yep.
you know where Animan
It's in use as we speak.
It's getting things moving.
Oh my goodness, I got so many questions, but I got to start with how many death pile. What does your death pile look like? Like, where is it? How big is it?
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Okay, yeah. So I've got a giant Costco shelf, a Sam's Club shelf actually, which is just a big shelf. It's like 6 feet tall, and it's got like 4 racks.
Sure, it's not
and
Kmart.
And each rack is full of stuff, like totes full of death pile. And then I have another one, and then I have a third one, and then I have 4 giant, the biggest boxes they sell at Home Depot full of stuff as well. And then I've got a storage container at my dad's shop that's got 3 or 4 pallets worth of death pile. So that's my death pile. How's yours?
Okay.
I need
probably
8
bigger, to be
NC
honest with
Piggies. 8 NC Piggies is a requirement.
I have currently I have 7 or 8 totes in my bedroom. So it's just a bed and totes.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
That's because you're investing in stonk markets.
I'm in the stonks, yes.
Is
It's all
the tote-
AMC and GameStop. That's all my investments.
Do you just put the mattress on top of the totes, or the totes separate from the bed? Because
Oh yeah, you know that the
on the
mattress, the mattress is on top of the totes. That's kind of my aesthetic.
Hey, floodproof.
It is. You guys got to think. You're wasting money on stuff you don't need.
So describe your death pile, Kevin, because I need to figure out how many NC Piggies I need to send you here.
Well, yeah, a bunch. So I have a personal shed out here that has quite a bit of a death pile. I'd say maybe 15 bins. Normal size bin. Normal. I don't know what's normal. Normal size bins. I probably have 15 in my basement, and then I probably have 10 more in my eBay cave, and both of my cars are full.
That's where all the dead hookers are, but where's your death pile?
Oh man, you've been watching the Gacy and the Dahmer show this last week.
Yeah, maybe. No, Kevin, so maybe put down the crossword puzzles and do some listing.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like what the one thing that kind of bothered me, but then NC Piggy told me it was okay, is I was like, man, am I ever going to list this stuff? Because I'm pulling stuff from yard sales from 9 months ago, and I'm like, this is worth $80. Why haven't I listed this yet?
I have so much. I'm excited. I'm excited for garage sales to slow down which I'm never excited for that, but I have so much to list, and that new supply hut out there is killing it, man. I can't wait for that thing to be done so I can start the process.
So you,
the supply. Hold on. This was a shill. It was a veiled shill.
Yeah,
but I don't even understand it. The supply hut. The supply hut is killing it. What is the supply hut? The shed is listing for you, or it's selling things. Like, what is it doing that it's killing it? Other than getting you supply hut dollars.
What else is there?
Kevin's playing 4-dimensional chess. He knows that he's too old to do anything, but too young to retire. So he's taking all this ad money from Supply Hut or whatever the heck
speaking
it is.
of, I get a bad rap because this is just perfect for everybody involved. By the way, I hear an echo, by the way. Did he come back on?
Yeah, I'm back. It's coming from Dave.
Did you hear that there's another reseller out there in our space that is selling? What the heck? Am I gone? I hear nothing now.
No, it's his microphone.
It's his echo.
Yeah.
So I'll tell the story. I like this better anyways. Dave can't talk. So there's another reseller out there in our space, Carrie, that is literally selling space in their shed. Who would do such a thing?
I know.
There's somebody that's selling space in their shed. They're selling shelves. They're going to name shelves. They're going to name bins after people.
Yeah, that's
$4.99 channel memberships gets you your name on a bin, on a shelf, on a box.
that's
What do you think of that?
it's like I think you're upset because you didn't charge for what you did. Because you have all that stuff yourself, you just didn't make any money off of it. You just did it out of the kindness of your heart.
All those, we did. We did actually. We did the license plates to people be a part of it. Should I start ripping the license plates down, exchanging them for people buying channel memberships? What do you think? You know who that is, by the way. You know who did that?
Okay, so they're selling Troy.
No, not Troy. No, it was Chris, old school picker.
Wow, he's selling. Wow, what a monster.
Yeah.
What a monster. What a horrible person. No, let's just...
I got called that today.
Look, I took him out.
Oh, wow. I got told... So yesterday, it's garage sale season apparently heats up in Las Vegas in the fall because it cools down. It's not as hot. So we went and we found a bunch of Yadro yesterday. A bunch of it. Like about
what
600.
Is that?
It's a statue. Kind of like a collectible. Yeah, they're just a glossy, pretty statue, I guess.
And how do you spell Yadro?
L-L-A-R-D-O.
There you go. I just figured Dave wouldn't figure that out.
2 L's make a Y.
Is that these ducks I'm seeing in your video?
Yeah, there's a couple different ones. Yeah,
I'm
ducks
seeing them.
and clowns, all sorts of creepy stuff. But
my mom told me about Yadro years and years ago. I never come across it, though.
Yeah, my mom used to hate Yadro and loved Armani, which was a different brand of statues back in the day that were popular. Yadro used to be super, super expensive. It's gone down, but it's not like to the level of Precious Moments yet. So there's still some money.
I put a video. I put a video out with. I actually found some Precious Moments worth some money, and Troy was with me.
There's a couple.
Yeah, and the Noah's Ark, which he had, and there's the nativity scene, and the bride and groom are okay. There's some decent.
There is technically one Avon set that's supposed to be worth some money. It's the chess set. But you have to have all the pieces, and they don't sell very fast. And
the Avon calendars are worth money. The little
Avon perfume bottles and decanters are big.
Nice,
really big.
Yeah. Hey, that's my contribution, guys. They're taking up a big amount of space. Yeah.
So basically, go ahead, man.
I said, David, you're not curious to see how many memberships? I think this is a good fundraiser to pay for the cost of this. You've got bins down there. Just start using those names.
I could,
channel
but
memberships.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to do that, Kevin.
No,
no, not really. I mean, I would never be. I would never be one to like try to get people to give me money for nothing. Speaking of which, the VIP Patreons this week. Let's go through them.
Let's go through them. We love you all the most. You're our favorites. Our 100% favorites.
I actually did post a link to the NC Piggy on there. Like they got first access to the NC Piggy tonight.
Did you sell any?
I did. Crickets? I did. No, some Brian Klaus's bought one.
Thank you, Brian. Brian's the man.
But no, like I also may have put a picture of NC Piggy killing an Enaman. That's like a separate thing. Now I don't encourage that kind of behavior if you get an NC Piggy, but please send me a picture if you are going to attack an Enaman with your Piggy.
That's true.
Not encouraged, but enjoyed. Not encouraged, but enjoyed. So, Carrie, here's the challenge. You have something fun coming up, guys. Make sure you tune in till the end because Jam Hands, he's a coming.
And I make like $11 off of this deal.
Do I have to put it on my hands first and then? Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna give you some license, some freedom.
Give me advance warning because my family wants to watch. Especially she's excited.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a shower. I don't usually do that, but all right.
No, I know you don't. You can just take a warm bath. Okay, biscuit butt, always appreciated.
Biscuit to the butt.
Parker County Picker, thank you for being a patron.
My favorite picker in Parker County.
Ray's HE double hockey sticks, resell.
We can't say the word.
We try to keep it clean, guys. We try to keep it clean.
Today is the 30th anniversary of
Eastward Collectibles VIP patronage. That's right. Thank you, Eastward.
Eastward Collectibles, our favorite.
Eastward.
Favorite movie.
Side Hustle Preacher, that movie.
Is it Mighty Ducks?
Great. Thank you, Zach.
Mighty Ducks, 30th
the original.
Tanya, VIP, thank you.
Nice.
Fit them in.
I'm a conundrum right now because I have the Ducks and the Knights at the same time.
Hey, did the Knights win? You went to a game. Did they win?
We got crushed.
Nice. Who'd you play?
7 to San Jose.
They're a pro team or a college team? I don't know how this works.
Who cares? Why are we talking about this?
Well, I have a question. It's leading up to something.
Okay.
Right. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and I'm a massive fan now. It was quite fun.
You didn't answer my question. Are they NHL?
Yes, they're NHL, dude.
Dude, how would I know that? You look at me like I'd know that.
Like,
and
it's just
is there any
common
way
knowledge.
you could like do a flip while you're at the game at an NHL game?
Oh yeah, you can. I literally sold stuff at the. I didn't know they were giving away statues, stadium giveaways, and we sold some in the
There
stadium.
you go. We just talked about that.
Paid
Were
for
they
the tickets.
statues or baubles?
They were creepy golden statues.
So you just took a picture
weren't
right
baubles.
there? Did you?
Yeah,
like,
literally
have the
just
court
holding
in the
it.
background. Yeah.
I've done it with
good.
the ice in
Or
the
court,
background before. I
rink.
just did it in the corridor, like creepily by myself, just taking a picture.
And you got 4 of them?
Yes, 4 of them. We kept one and we sold the other 3.
Can we see it? Like, are you opening it or are you keeping it sealed?
I could go get one if you
No.
want me to show you.
I thought you might have it next to you, like my NC Piggy. He just sits on my
I don't
shoulder.
carry around my inventory everywhere with me. That's weird.
Why not? You have only like 3 totes. Aren't they holding up the desk you're sitting at?
I got a lot of desks. I got like 5 desks around me.
You got 4 of them. How much did you sell each one for?
20, 18, and 15. So
And they
I only
sold
paid,
like right away.
Yeah, they sold within a day, and I only paid 18 a piece for the tickets. There
Were
was
you
like,
the first one up?
No, I was like the 4th or 5th one up, and I undercut them, and then I saw somebody undercutted me a couple hours later, so I undercutted them.
Undercutted or
I am an undercutter.
the
like
ultimate
Tom Green.
undercutter. Yeah, I knew that. Well, yeah, that's a cool little flip. I mean, that's really neat. How do you can you get other people to sell them to you, like that are sitting next to you?
You probably could. I mean,
Were
people
you
have
not
done
here
that
last
hustle,
week
yeah.
when I talked and said all of this before?
Kevin, here's the thing about you talking.
What the heck?
Let's deep dive
answered
into
all
your
these questions
low,
last
boring
week.
drone. Do you know Professor Binns in Harry Potter? The ghost that no one can listen to because he's so boring? You're kind of like Kevin.
I always think of Kevin as he who shall not be named. That's how I think of Kevin.
That's true.
You made a Mother Teresa
The lack of a
comment
nose,
last week,
yeah.
and I showed up as Mother Teresa the next day. Did you see that?
No. How did you
Yeah.
show up
Nope.
as Mother Teresa?
On
Where?
Facebook.
What's Facebook?
Nobody's on that except for people in like old people homes.
I think we should
That's it.
cancel the Facebook group because the Patreon is suffering. I think is what we should do.
I
Just
know,
don't
yeah.
give anything
Exactly.
free, or we could boost the value of the pay. Matter of fact, well, I
Yeah.
don't know
Oh
if
wait,
I
no,
said that.
you got,
we
you
need
got an idea.
we need
Gotta
more
boost the
we need
value.
more 30-year-old sexy Kevin pictures. That's what we need more of. That's what's going to get
Yeah,
people
I had a
in
lot
there.
of footage that I don't ever, personal stuff. We went out to where do we go to?
Personal footage,
country,
yes.
country
Hooters.
Thunder, with my wife.
Oh, Thunder
and my
from Down
daughter
Under.
and whatever.
Oh yes,
And I'm like, I'm gonna put- I'm
Chippendales,
like,
Rescue
nobody-
Rangers.
Why am I on the show?
We
I
don't
think
know.
I should just quit.
We think so too.
Okay.
Replace you with Rake, and that'll work.
He's gone now, guys. Woo! Phew. Okay, don't forget to get your stickers at CommonwealthPicker.com. That's how you get them back. He's like
don't buy
Beetlejuice.
his
Say it 3
stuff.
times.
The Supply Hut. Okay, the Tux medicated wipe.
Eneman.
Memorial bathroom at his house.
Anyways, okay, now that the show is back on track with Kevin.
Sorry,
gone.
he's a serious enema-based reseller, and we don't take him serious enough. He built his whole brand around enemas, guys, and he wants us to take him seriously.
So, Carrie, as you know, I delayed this taking care of this flood situation, right? I just completely delayed it. I just went to Universal Studios, had a great time, but definitely should have been focused on, like, priorities, like, fixing my house up. So I got home tonight at, like, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I, at that point, had to go in and clean up everything. And it took like 3.5 hours to clean the garage, and then I had to record, and then I had to ship, and Kevin has unmuted, and I'm just waiting
He's
for
still
him
there.
to drop
He's just-
something.
He's just creepily waiting.
And but yeah, so that's why I was 15 minutes late tonight. And honestly, I was scarfing my really quickly made pasta as I was walking up to turn on the stream. That was how busy my night was. It felt like Kevin, I would say, that busy level, right? Like, except actually busy.
Yeah, Kevin's getting moved around.
Oh, he's
kind of
back!
like,
Kevin,
I
did you
don't-
finish your little poo poo?
No. Jeez.
every 15 minutes he needs a break, guys.
We can't even pull 5,000 views on this show. If we can't pull
Dude, what
5,000,
What happened
on
to
this
the
show,
last
I'm outta here.
episode? I don't know what it was.
Horrible. Such a bad thumbnail and such. I mean, I blame me. I always blame me for bad performing videos. I definitely did a bad job. But to be fair, I've been having poorly performing thumbnails on all my channels, so I think I've just lost my mojo.
I gotta be honest with you. I think that the hurricane really sucked the life out of a lot of YouTube viewing. I really gotta tell you that.
Yeah,
really
that's
think
true.
So, too.
People are.
How did
definitely-
your video that talked about that do?
That one did really well.
See, there you go.
Really well, yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
think, but that just shows you, right? People are interested in that.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what's happening. Everyone has someone that they know or something down in Florida. It's a pretty big state. After
I actually
all.
think it was all the Queens coverage and then all that. It's been down. I'm wondering if it affects eBay and stuff too. You know, people shopping and whatever. I don't know.
I can't believe it. This was like one of those weeks where reselling took such a backseat that I basically didn't even think about it at all. Like, it was weird when I went to ship tonight. I'm like, I haven't even thought about reselling for like 4 days. It has not even been in my brain, except for like saving my inventory. But like thinking about listing or shipping or trying to sell more, like it wasn't even. It's interesting how you can get so distracted with just life stuff like that.
Did you know any resellers down there that did have any issues? I haven't heard too much. I'm sure there's a few.
Yes, and I can't find her name. Carrie, did I ever send you her name?
Yeah, Posh something.
Posh something, and I think she might have even started like a donation thing, or somehow people have been donating. But she lived on an island called Pine Island, which was near Sanibel Island, I think. I don't know a ton about that area of Florida, but basically this island got like destroyed to the point where all the infrastructure is gone. There's no power. There's no that power and electricity are the same thing. There's no nothing, but but yeah. Basically, they have told them, all the residents, don't even waste your time coming back. Right? We're not going to have any infrastructure for a few years even. Like, they're giving no date, no timeline. And so she's now just straight up homeless. All her inventory was there. Like, everything is gone, which I feel really bad. I'll find the name before the end
I
of
was
the
going to
show
say,
and
you
I'll
should
share
have
it.
probably got that.
Yeah,
Because
I'm scrolling on Insta.
And if we don't find it and you guys know who it is, just
Oh yeah, put it in the
put it
comments.
down
That's
below,
a good idea too. But yeah, I feel really bad for her. I was watching that, and I mean, it's good she's safe, but it's bad that everything is literally. Can you imagine? Like, what do you even do? Like, everything.
Well, I
is
hear people,
gone.
talk about it all the time. Insurance, homeowners insurance, does it cover your stuff and whatever? I mean, I think, and I've heard different answers from different people, but I think it's important to take inventory of what you have, to have obviously you have it on eBay, but you don't have it of your death pile. For insurance purposes.
Not even that. If you choose to live that close to the ocean, a lot of times you can't even get insurance.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of times you can't get insurance at all. So what happens if you're, I mean, I guess if it's a mortgage, you just stop paying the mortgage? What do you do? I don't know. This is a pretty serious topic for us.
I feel like the inventory is the least of the problems. That's one thing. Us as pickers
no
can
doubt,
replace
no doubt.
Pretty
but I'm
quickly.
talking about how it relates
Yeah,
to the rest of us. I got you, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I got the gentleman who does these right here, Trash to Cash tumblers, which you can find at commonwealthpicker.com.
NCB.com
We get none of that money.
The guy who does these is actually a reseller, and he kind of stepped out on a limb to start doing this as well. And he's down there, and he's had some issues. So I'm going to mention his. I did not get any money for this, I swear. So Dave, don't even say it. MyMerchline.com.
Check is in the mail.
MyMerchline.com. No, it's not.
Cashier's check, and if it bounces, he's coming for you.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's kind of crazy. So I reached out to insurance to try to figure out, I've got some damage, probably like $2 to $3 grand worth of damage. And so I was like, well, hey, I'm going to talk to my insurance company. I'm going to figure out, if I can get this covered. And he said there's like a flat rate in Florida for hurricanes for all the insurance companies, 2% deductible of the house value.
Oh,
so if you,
geez.
so if your house is insured for $400 grand, you got an $8,000 deductible. $200 grand, you've got a $4,000 deductible. And with my $2,000 to $3,000 worth of damage, it's literally pointless to even talk to insurance. But
you could pay the $4,000 deductible and then just give them a little extra money.
Just give the.
Why not?
Insurance companies need it, so that's a really good point. I hadn't thought.
Well,
about
you
it
might
that
as well
way.
go through the process because you never know what's going to happen again.
Yeah. Oh well, you mean like if another thing happened this year, I'd be right. I don't
Doesn't
know.
it
Guys,
typically
comment
happen?
below.
Doesn't it typically happen on the East Coast? Because it came on the West Coast up the Gulf, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it'll happen on
50-50.
both.
Yeah, it's 50-50. I mean, you do remember that thing
Katrina
that happened in
went
Katrina.
Gulf.
Yeah.
Well, I know that one, but I mean in general.
Posh_mama_23 is the one who this happened to. So go check out her Instagram, give her a follow. Tell her Trash to Cash podcast mentioned her. She probably never heard of us. So I don't know. I don't even remember when I started following her. But anyways, I feel very bad for her. She's in a crappy situation. I'm sure a lot of people are down there over where that hit. The problem was that it just shifted. Everyone thought it was going to be Tampa, and then boom, all of a sudden 4 hours south, just out of nowhere. And it's like, I mean, I guess I've learned if they say it's hitting the East Coast at all at a Cat 5, I'm leaving. I'm out. Cat 4, Cat 5, I'm out. I don't care. I'm coming up to see you, Kev.
Have a bed in the supply hut.
Yeah. Well, no, I want the creepy Airbnb treatment. What the heck?
Okay. All right.
No, he put a Corvette bed in there in the supply hut, so it's nice now.
Yeah, well, Kevin, I don't know if we told that story on here. We're not going to tell the whole story, but basically, Carrie went to Kevin's. Kevin said, "You can't stay here. You smell way more like cheese than I thought."
Yeah, that was.
But I do have an Airbnb, and the cool thing about the Airbnb is, like, in the woods, there was no power, and Dawn heard this knocking all night, like under the bed. And then it was crazy. In the morning, they move the bed, they lift up the board, and Kevin's just down there like this. Hello. Don't forget to get your sticker.
That's the funny thing, because we were hanging out with Kevin afterwards, and he's like, "Well, just tell us how it was." And I, of course, am like, "It's fine," because it didn't bother me that much. And even if it wasn't fine, I would have just said it's fine. And Dawn was like, "Well, since you," she watches way too many scary movies, and she's like, we were in New York, she's fine, but we're in the country, and she's certain we're gonna get murdered. Like if we go to the country, because there's just people with those sickles and
which is hilarious,
like the rakes and stuff.
Definitely the opposite of reality.
Opposite, right. I know. But she got me spooked to the fact that she's in like chairs
Chicago.
Up against the door at night. We were prepared. Dawn slept with a knife under her under the bed one night.
Let me tell you,
why? I don't know.
I mean, like nobody locks their doors anywhere around here. It's like, I mean, I do, of course. I'm like, jeez.
It's funny, Don.
Guys, you hear that? Kevin does not lock his doors, and he's got many death piles. So go and relieve him of those death piles.
Do you guys want 8 to 10 cases of unsold Commonwealth Picker fanny packs? He's got them. Take them.
Would you like some Tupperware?
I'm gonna
Dude,
take
I like
some
my
to Don.
fanny
I'm mentioning them so they'll sell. I'm trying to help you out.
Taking them to Prison to Profit convention. We'll give some away. I'm gonna take an Amanda. You gonna bring a NC Piggy to give away?
Dude, I should bring. I'll tell you, the NC Pigger is a little smaller than I expected, but I'm kind of glad because it's like almost exactly sized to the Animan size. So, and sometimes they do just start kissing, and I'm not the one making them do it, but. Don't worry.
Romance for the century.
I really want people to have some fun with their Animan and their NC Piggy. I'm excited about the fan art.
You're going to be getting some interesting photos.
I am selling 50, Kevin, with a exclusive sticker. Okay? I might be able to do another round of 50 with a different exclusive sticker once I sell out. But
good.
I also don't want to sell them too quick because I'm kind of busy right now. And I don't have a Reagan to fill my orders.
Well, they're so easy. You just pre-package the things and bump. Well, you don't have to pre-package because sometimes they'll buy a little extra or something else.
I could do that, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm still waiting for the Carrie plush. He really wants to get a ship, but I feel like that's got no soul.
Reagan,
it's
Reagan,
soulless.
I don't know how to, because your guys' plushes are perfect. They're like mortal enemies. I gotta be just kind of like a vagrant one in the background, just hanging out, just like there, you know?
Yeah. All right, hey, Reagan's got to tell you something here real quick.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, first of all, she's a little upset. You know, and we're talking about this and whatever. She's like, I'm not giving them any money for this. I'm like, shouldn't we at least send them one? They did make the show up, actually, you know, and she's like, yeah.
Drives a hard bargain.
Whatever. All right, but what do you got to tell them?
Do me say their name.
No, don't say the person's name.
So.
Well, sure, we can say it.
Haley bought 2 tumblers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she bought 2 of them.
And she left a message, and it says, "Love the show. You and Dave are my 2 favorites. I have a Piggy sticker, so only right to get an Animan too."
I hate it. I hated that comment. That was terrible.
No, but she makes a good point, Carrie, about you being the worst. Had you thought of that?
That's very good.
Had you even considered it?
My confidence is already hanging on a string here, guys. You don't have to
and
cut
Dave
me off at
passed
the
you in
knees
the
like
Facebook
that.
poll on top of it.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah, your
That's
sympathy
really good.
cry. Your
Oh
whining
my
got
gosh, you
there.
guys
You're
are
like, oh, I
amazing.
feel so bad.
And the best part about that is it hurts
All of
Carrie,
Dave's
and I didn't even
family were
notice
there.
because I'm not on there ever.
Dave got his whole family to go over there. and
Apparently,
kick the
we
little
had a
thing.
bunch of people on our Facebook that were just like making events without permission, like fake events. So I had to figure out how to fix the Facebook group earlier.
Dude, it is.
Sonny
it is-
helped me. Sonny helped me better.
Sonny, how's it going out there with you Vegas people? I gotta keep
Dude,
tabs on you Vegas people.
Vegas is hopping. There is so many people here that resell, that do YouTube. There's got to be, off the top of my head, like 7-8 people within 20 miles of me that have legitimately big YouTube channels. So
Carrie,
Yeah,
I
I'm
really.
coming out there.
Oh, are you going to the? You're not doing the Boss remix though. You're doing the
Nah,
Carrie is the Boss
nah.
remix.
It's $300 a person. I can't. I don't know. I just.
What if you
there's
just
two of
crash
us.
it, dude? What if you just crash it?
I could just
show
go
up.
hang. I could hang out on Fremont Street the night they're doing it. Just
You
walking
should go
around.
in there and when they
That's
ask
what I'm
for
saying,
your ticket,
yeah.
I should.
when
You
they ask
should.
for your ticket, like, don't you know who I am? And just freak out and have
Exactly.
Dawn.
I'm like, I'm
Dawn
Kevin, the Commonwealth picker.
And just
wear a
start
hat.
throwing Enamans at him. Just,
I have let myself go.
dude, Carrie, I actually really want you to have like this really cheesy Halloween costume where you're like the Kevin for Halloween, and you've got just like actual enemas stuck to you, and and just show up there. Just be like,
I am
yo, what's
doing.
up?
I'm
the
doing a
Commonwealth Picker.
live. I'm going to do a live with Dawn, and we're going to be dressed up. It's going to be interesting. We already know who we're dressing as.
Are you dressing sexy? I'm hoping you're dressing sexy.
You know what you should go as? You should go as a role of American Bubble Boy Bubble Wrap.
The
That's what you should
finest,
go at.
the finest American bubble wrap out there. Not the
That's right.
finest in the world, but
Check
in
the link
America,
below.
it's the best we get.
Dude, you know what? We should do a giveaway of some bubble wrap. Okay,
Yeah.
We should give
Sort
away
of-
your bubble butt.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
One-
I will buy you
1
some
million bubble
wrap.
bucks
Oh,
on
and send
Kevin.
it
Kevin
to
will
me.
pay
I will
for
send
1
them,
million
yeah. Yeah.
bubble bucks. I don't know how many, how much dollars that
Did you see
is.
what I'm doing? Did you see Joel sent me a card that was 250 bubble bucks? Well, you did because you were down there at the thing. So every order
Yeah.
I've been sending
Yep.
those suckers out to people. When people, some guy went on and bought something out of the store so he could get the bubble bucks. I'm like, you just spent $5.81
to save
to get
$2.
$2.50.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
hey, I mean,
he
it's like a
actually
discount.
thought it was
It's like a discount.
$250 in bubble bucks. I would be buying everything.
Okay, so
Where's that
Kevin,
much?
first of all, you and I are gonna see each other in like 5 days, right? Yeah,
I
6 days.
know.
That's crazy. Are we gonna go yard sailing together on Saturday? Is that the plan?
I was
Okay.
thinking, I was seeing
Let's
if I
do it.
could call up John. John, if you're listening, I'd much rather go with you than Dave.
Or we could
So-
all go together,
Yeah, or
Yeah.
just me and John.
or just you and John, and I'll just go by myself. Elijah will be with me, so I
Why
won't
is
be there.
everything got to be on the
Eric,
East Coast? guys? Come
Dante.
on.
Yeah,
Dante's there. He might
Okay,
be
but
too
no,
busy
we
to
gotta
go,
get
but-
we gotta get to the contest here. Okay, so I'm gonna buy someone bubble wrap because I have some bubble bucks and I want to, give a little bit away to the audience. But we need you to go review the podcast on iTunes. We got another negative review, and so we
did we?
need some 5-star reviews, guys.
What
the
is it?
funniest
Read it, read it.
5-star review is gonna get how much is bubble wrap? I mean, I just don't even know. Whatever, I'll buy you like.
50
Let me
bucks
go
a
to
pound or
bubbleboy.com. Hold on, I don't know.
All right, while you're going there, let me read this comment that I have.
Okay, and I'll
I
read the
can't
negative
it.
review too.
I'm
in a
having
minute.
a hard time even reading.
And I'll
this,
read
but
a
I'll
short
read it.
poem I've been working on.
Bling a ding ding is
Ooh,
the
I love
name
Bling
of
a
the
Ding
person,
Ding.
and
She's
they
awesome.
say, "Happy birthday,
Amy's awesome.
Dave!" All caps, "Happy birthday!" Wangs to the left of me, wangs to the right. LOL. Here I am.
Okay.
What a terrible bathroom feature. This was from your reflective thing at the RBC Center.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wang.
yeah.
Here a wang, there a wang, everywhere a wang wang.
It's the,
Okay, no, yeah. So $40 apparently is what.
Uh.
Dude, when did bubble wrap become $40.99? That's expensive, Joel. Anyways,
It's 4 rolls.
It is
It's
4
the
rolls. So
Quadzilla.
yeah, I'm gonna give you the
4 rolls
Quadzilla.
of bubble wrap. That's $10 a roll.
4
Delivered. That's a pretty good deal.
4 rolls of 12-inch medium bubble wrap. $40 worth, and free shipping, right? They do free shipping. So,
Yep. You
should-
anyways, it'll be free to you. Number one
But
review.
you have to be a Patreon.
No, you don't have to be a Patreon for this, but you do have to do an iTunes review, and we'll check up on this next week. And the funniest one, the one that makes Now, Carrie and Kevin, don't look. The one that makes you guys laugh the most is going to
won't
be the
look.
winner.
Okay, so like you'll
I'll
read
read
it.
them.
Like
I'll read them
I'm
all,
not going.
yeah.
I wouldn't know how to go on and look at it.
Exactly.
It's on
All right,
the
do you want to
interwebs.
see? Do you want to see the piece of crap comment we got from some loser?
Yes.
I'm sure you're very nice, especially Honey. Now, you could read Honey a little bit differently, and it could mean they're especially horny. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like Austin Powers style.
Yes.
Stick to your knowledge, not your comedy. I already love it.
That's nice. That's straight to the point. Straight to the point.
2-star review. 2-star. As someone dipping their toes into reselling, I'm still trying to find podcasts that aren't hosts droning on and on about personal nonsense and bad inside jokes. Check out Pure Hustle Podcast.
Yeah, we're not the podcast.
We're not
for
that
you.
one.
Please stop
I've
listening
got some
now.
advice for him though. RAN, I talked about it last week. Actual reseller advice, Reseller Information Network. If you're listening to this 3:00 today, Tuesday, go check out their first show.
You guys clearly know the game well, but man, I don't need to listen to an hour of bad jokes to hear a few interesting anecdotes about reselling. Just because there's a microphone on you doesn't need you. All right, you don't need to, and then it stops. Why do all the reviews stop? I feel like I'm missing some.
There's several decent jokes. Not great jokes, but there's several per episode. 3 to 4.
3 to 4. And listen, they're not inside jokes if you go back and listen to all 50 episodes.
You gotta watch all 50 episodes to understand the depth of our
There's somebody doing that. They're like on 38 now. I'm like,
good.
you seriously
I'm
going
proud
back
of
and listen to all of them?
You're doing a good job.
We should do another challenge. Like anyone who can listen to all the episodes, Kevin gives them $1 million. Like that'd be pretty good, Kevin.
It's a tax write-off. Then you'll only owe a couple million in taxes this year.
Oh
can I do a tax write-off on the repairs to my garage? Is that? I mean,
you can. Yeah, I don't. Well, if it's completely, I shouldn't give out tax advice.
But go ahead and do it.
But do it anyways.
It's tough because a lot of what you do for the is if it's a big enough amount over $2,500, you have to take depreciated value on things. Where if you're doing minor repairs to like shelving and stuff that you're using just for eBay, yeah, you could write it off.
Losing consciousness.
Yeah, you should. I mean, are you writing a percentage of your What are you writing off? Come on, you need to know this, Carrie.
Dude,
I don't.
Good night.
Can I write off your shed? Because I have to keep hearing about it.
You could try.
I'm just kidding. I understand what's going on.
Kevin, I
have you got a bookkeeper yet, Carrie? Sorry,
I'm talking to her on Tuesday.
He has
Make
no
sure
profit
when you
yet.
talk to her, tell her to give me my my discount off of mine.
No.
For
Tell her I sent
referring
you,
you.
Carrie.
No.
I'm going the Amazon route where
Listen,
I'm always sinking all my money
Carrie,
back into the business.
If you tell her that I sent you, I will give you 70% of the referral fee.
Woo!
Wow.
Okay.
I can't beat that. I'm not doing that.
See? Just think about it. The referral fee is $5,
Kevin,
just so you know.
75% and all
It's
use
important.
you, Kevin. That's all.
Your write-offs. I mean, it's becoming important. All these new IRS agents out there.
true.
You got to watch it. You got to get your ducks in a row, just like Troy says. Sorry, Troy.
Dude, he sent me a
little-
duck. He sent me a duck that looks like a pig. It's very cute.
and he sent me a duck that looks like a history
an Anaman,
professor.
like
And
a
he
butt
sent me
or like a
nothing. He
poopy?
sent me nothing. Not a thing.
Troy, well, he's only doing it for clout, not for whatever you have. Whatever you have to
Hey.
offer.
I'm big in
Gout.
some
I believe
circles.
gout is what you're offering, not
He's
clout.
big in the reseller remix circles. So you're like the only person in the Vegas circles not going to this thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm starting to get to know everybody in Vegas, but I don't know.
Call up Josh and just say, "Hey, I can't get into this thing. Let me go in with you and see if he can get you to
Josh
come in."
could get me in, I'm sure. Josh is big time. Josh was hanging out with celebrities all week down in California. So.
Was he?
Oh yeah, he was hanging out with YouTubers and stuff.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I ever really want to go to one of those conventions. The YouTuber ones? I don't know,
Vid
maybe.
Summit or whatever.
Maybe if I was going with friends. Like if we were all going, I'd go. That'd be
It'd
cool.
be fun,
I don't know
yeah.
if I'd want to go just alone. I feel like
I would
I'd
love
be-
to just watch you try to stay awake during the panels.
dude, I'd be
just
so
complain the whole
bored.
time. Kevin drinking at 9 in the morning. It'll be
I would
awesome.
just be like, yo, these guys knew nothing compared to me, so whatever. Carrie, I was looking at flights from Vegas to Florence, South Carolina. They're around $700. Seems like a worthy write-off. We were talking write-offs. Come on down.
Oh man,
Come on.
Oh man.
Yeah, we could do another we could have a special meetup.
Oh, crap. We need
Trash to cash. We could have a Patreon meetup. Of course, there's probably not that many people there, but we should do that sometime. Like if we go somewhere, if there's any Patreons, we'll go out to dinner with them.
You were telling me, Kevin, you wanted to get a Patreon like butt paddle that you could smack the patrons in the butt with and
I
kind
didn't
of
even
brand
want
them.
Patreon to begin with.
Yeah, I think that was
trying
what
to
he
help
was.
your
That was the
family
only
Patreon.
fan account he wanted us to start.
We have a flourishing Facebook page.
We do.
I know. That's so horrible. We
do.
should
It's
close it down and
amazing.
say, you
Yes.
want more of this? Go subscribe to our Patreon.
Imagine if this was 2006. It would be incredible.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so did we resell anything? I actually did
I was just
sell.
going to
yeah.
say. So
I've sold a lot.
You're ignoring your shop here, your eBay store. Has that had any consequences?
Dude, you know what? I really do feel like in my life, if I'm not thinking about something, it does worse. Like my YouTube videos, if I'm not thinking about how they're performing, I feel like they just do worse. Even if it was the same video, but if I was thinking about it, it would have done better. Is that a weird psychopathic thing? Because I think it is.
It's because it wasn't performing well out of the gate. You just didn't want to exhaust any mental energy on it, so you totally forgot about it.
Yeah, and that's my store too, and my reselling business as a whole.
But you still sold some stuff.
I did, and Carrie, I thought you said you sold 25 items in one day.
I'm at like 23 or 20.
That's like
I'm at like 25 today
record.
too. Yeah,
that's like a world record for you.
I did like $500 today. Yeah, I've been listing a lot. I've been using. If you guys want me to get nerdy, I've been using my card thing, and I'm up to like almost 1,200 listings. I've listed like 300.
So tell me, I don't really care, but tell me about this baseball or this card.
I will tell you.
Thank you for prefacing with "you don't care."
He has no interest, but there's some people who would. So you can just take a stack of cards like this, put it through a scanner, take a picture, and then you put it into this program called Card Dealer Pro. You just submit it, and the AI finds it, and they fill everything in for you, all of it. So you can do 100
based on the image.
Yeah, exactly. You can do 100, 1,000. It costs some money, but it's actually not that expensive.
And do they take pictures of both sides of it?
Yep, they'll take both. You take the pictures, but yeah, it'll take both sides.
Like,
it'll put the name. It'll give you.
You put it in a scanner.
You can scan it or take a picture.
It's a new technology, Kevin.
Well, I
connects to
understand
a
that, but I'm thinking.
So
what
I
would
put
really make it nice is like if it was like an automatic feeder.
Well, yes, most people who do this have automatic feeding scanners for the pictures, but I'm not there yet. But I'll just like take 50 pictures of 50 cards, and I'll send it to the Card Dealer Pro. It'll take like 4 minutes, and it will basically have all the cards ready to go. This is a Bo Bichette Prism card from 2020, and all that.
Is he related to Boba Fett?
And then there's a couple things you have to. It's still a little wonky. There's a few things you have to fix, and then you can send it all over on a CSV file to eBay and list it right away on eBay.
Do you know what that stands for?
Complete service vehicle.
Comma separated value.
Or that.
I think.
One of the two. It's 50-50. It could be
I'm pretty
either.
sure it's an
pretty sure it's mine, though.
I'll tell you what intrigues me is the card feeder. That really does intrigue me.
Well, there's people, somebody I follow who does, card stuff and sells on eBay. He did 2,500 listings in one day just this last week using a scanner.
And so it cost you, the program cost you like $2 a card.
No, it's not that much.
You're losing $1 a piece.
Let's put it this way. Like for 500 scans, it's like $10. If you want to do like 25,000, it's 200
a piece.
So it's not that bad.
So it's like the more you do, the more you save. Basically, it gets cheaper and cheaper.
But if that technology,
it's like the NC Piggy did.
But if that technology, just think of this, guys, how much it would be a game changer if that technology went to like any item you could have to resell. You just take a picture,
that's
you submit
literally what the
that
NC
would change
Piggy
everything.
Will do. No, you just put him on your death pile. He'll eat your listings and he'll poop them out.
No, what
he'll do, he'll just put poop on everything.
Yeah, he'll just eat your listings before you have a chance to list them, and you're not going to sell anything.
But you got to remember, have to ship it. Then you don't have to ship it.
You got to remember the cost of the NC Piggy is more than the upfront cost. It's all the items you're never going to sell that you're paying for.
I'm charging more than it costs for an Enaman on purpose. I literally priced it above the Enaman because it's just worth more, Kevin. Sorry.
It's higher quality.
What did you price it at?
$25.
Oh, man. Jeez. $25. And what did I price mine at? $24?
$24, yeah.
Okay.
But I included a special sticker.
You bought it. Okay.
I included a special sticker, though, a unique sticker that you can't get anywhere else, not even on Alibaba.com.
Yeah, but unique doesn't mean anybody would want it.
Can we talk a minute about the whole like Alibaba people buying in bulk and then putting them on Amazon as their own brand thing? Have you ever been tempted by that stuff or no?
I mean, I've looked into it a couple times, just watched a few videos to see. It seems like it's highly competitive, highly speculative, it has a ton of speculation in it. I don't think it's for me.
Yeah, it seems like I get tired of listening to I've watched many of the videos on private labels, and I'm like, this sounds exhausting. I'm not doing
we have private. Dave, the NC Piggy is a private label.
Can you unzip your shirt a little?
Yeah, please. Just a little flourish of chest hair would be nice.
No, because your thing's rubbing on your shirt. That's why I'm asking. It wasn't a sexual thing. It was just a legitimate request.
There you go.
There you
No
go.
Sleep Till Brooklyn shirt. Here,
I'm just trying to.
There we go.
Yeah, you're not wearing like a vintage shirt. You're wearing your like golfer shirt.
I just got back today. And I do have a bunch of sales, but I've been telling you this for a while. I've been shutting my store down almost every week because we're going. So I'm going to shut it down on Wednesday here to be gone for 4 more days, and so it's kind of rough. And we just got back today, and I was a little tired.
Where were you?
We went to Bristol. Went to Country Thunder.
Bristol, Connecticut?
No, Tennessee.
It was
Virginia, Tennessee.
It was a concert.
It's on the border.
Was it a concert you went to?
Yeah. We did. It's in Bristol Motor Speedway.
What bands were there? Did you get any bobbleheads to resell?
Yeah.
I didn't.
So you're not as good of a reseller as
Did
Gary?
you get a meet?
No.
Did you get a meet 3 doors down?
Week.
That'd be awesome.
Drive me nuts. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was the big ones. The big ones were Hardy and Morgan Wallen, and I don't know who else was there.
I like Morgan Wallen a lot.
I also like his
Who else was
music.
there?
I got into it when I was on my trip.
Jason Aldean.
Into what? Country music?
Yeah, I started listening to Morgan Wallen because I think Kevin said
He's really
you don't
good.
know. He was like, you didn't know what this song was, and then I started listening to his stuff, and now I listen to his
I like
music.
Morgan Wallen. I like Luke Combs too. They're both
Yeah,
good.
Luke Combs is also good.
Yeah. Kevin, who's your favorite country
George
singer? That's
Strait.
what this
George
reselling
Strait.
podcast needs. Hey, speaking of bands, I sold a Trans-Siberian Orchestra T-shirt from 2014, a concert tee.
Hey,
I'm more of a Mannheim
sold-
steamroller kind of guy.
I sold a Tabasco shirt, Tabasco
nickname.
polo shirt, $21.
That's my nickname, man.
I'm more of a Pablo Cruz kind of guy, but
How much you pay for that hat on your head? Because it looks high.
yeah, no, I was at the game and I started getting I got to keep up with the Joneses because everybody's got a fancy jersey on. And so I went and spent $35. I'm going to wear the hell out of this hat. It was $35. I'm going to sleep
check
in it.
eBay first. I bet you could have got it.
I know,
way
but I didn't
cheaper.
prepare, guys. I'm not the
Dude, you
kind
know
of
what you
person
can
who
get for less
prepares.
than that? A better hat for less? It's the Trash to Cash hat on CommonwealthPicker.com.
It's true, guys.
This show sucks.
What have you sold today?
I'm
Carrie?
pretty sure
Tell us
everybody's
about-
aware. Next
Carrie, did you sell
show.
anything that wasn't a card?
Yes, dude. We sold, we've sold so much stuff. We sold a Yadro for like $35 from yesterday already. We sold, let me look real quick. I sold a card for $115. Look at all these Betsy Clark Hallmark cards I sold today. I sold some for
Hallmark cards?
Yeah, $54.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Like
sold
actual thank you cards? Or
Yeah,
like
they're
just-
Betsy Clark Hallmark vintage style. They're like 20 years old. Hallmark
Okay.
cards. I got a big stack in Maryland, I think, at a thrift store for $5, about 80 of them. Don's been putting them in lots of 4 and selling them for about $25 a lot of 4. And we've sold we've sold like over $100 worth in 4 hours.
Hearing noises.
Wow, that's pretty good. So my uncle used to do some dumpster diving, Uncle Steve down there, and his wife did too. And one of them was Hallmark, and they just brought tons of cards out, and all brand new, whatever, and gave them to me. I put a bunch in my booth and sold some, but I was selling like stacks of cards, of Hallmark cards, unused, and just throwing them out there this is years and years ago. But man, I mean, might as well, right?
I didn't realize
Sell
they
them
were
all.
this desirable. I thought maybe we could get 30 to 60 total, maybe. And it looks like we're going to get hundreds, like
That's
200 or
amazing.
300,
There you go.
maybe more.
You're really amazing.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
I sold some more
Say it
weed
again,
drying
louder.
racks.
Yep.
Remember the weed rack? Remember the weed? The
Yeah, your weed racks,
that I was
for
selling?
drying the weed.
Yeah, I sold 2 more of those.
Oh,
That's
you're
pretty
such a
good.
drug dealer. I didn't
Yeah, I
actually
got 2
lean
more
into the
weed
drug
racks to
dealer
go.
that hard.
Yeah. Did you get any
I
selling you
thought
the
you would-
Commonwealth
if you would've-
bongs or anything?
Branded. Jeez.
Okay,
We're
so
in
listen,
Vegas.
let
I
me
can
comment-
sell them here.
Comment of the week is from Cocker Lover, our Cocker Spaniel fan. That
To
views the
clear
show.
that up, it's a
Yes.
Cocker Spaniel fan.
Yes, indeed. And I think it's important that the picture is a Cocker Spaniel. Like, never remove that picture.
that's-
Hey Food Network, Dave is a natural on camera and so doggone entertaining. Cheryl.
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't on the Trash to Cash
You're
channel.
like a-
But still, Just thought I'd read
it. You're like a less energetic, less appealing Guy Fieri, but you got the Guy Fieri vibe without
I've got
any
the weight of the Guy Fieri. Yeah,
you have the vibe without the charisma. Without the charisma.
Yeah, I agree. You know what's cool is when our podcast fails miserably, like this last week's did. No, it did. Oh yeah, in general it will too. But no, like the last episode failed miserably. Yes. At least it gets a really long watch time. Did you notice that? Like the worse it does, the longer the watch time.
Yeah,
and I
think the hardcore people are there.
Those 3.2 thousand people. There are our best friends. Definitely. Mm-hmm. And get on the Patreon, all 3,000 of you.
Yeah. Papa needs a new Tesla.
Dude, I don't want a Tesla anymore. I keep seeing TikToks of these lines that are like 50 cars long, people charging their car for an hour. I think I'm done with the electric car.
For what I understand about like that, if Skynet gets a hold of your Tesla, they could just turn off the computer and then it won't work anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Did you see that he actually, Elon Musk has like some friggin' real robot thingies that he's trying to sell you?
I'm not surprised he has robots. I'm not surprised.
Dude, but they're like humanoid looking. They're like straight out of iRobot with Will Smith.
This is, Japanese been doing that for years, man.
I know, but Elon is the one who's going to get it in your house, bro. He's going to be watching you poop, and you're going to be like, oh, this is fine. This is normal.
I want that Boston. I want the Boston Technologies dog one. The dog robot. I don't know what it does, but it looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know what's going to happen. We're sitting there with our camera phone taking a dump, and there's cameras pointing at all parts of our body when we're doing that. Like, you don't even think about it anymore, Kevin. Would you, like, think about it? Back in 1950.
I don't want to think about it.
Back in 1950, when you were young, would you have been okay with 2 cameras in the bathroom? Wait, 4 cameras in the bathroom while you're going taking a shower?
Just remember, you're sitting there in the bathroom, you're listening to Glenn Miller on the phonograph, and you're breathing in all the asbestos. It's 1950 on a toilet.
Yes. No, but you could be in the shower, you could be on the toilet, you could be brushing your teeth, even like you're just being watched I'm turning into conspiracy theorist. I sent Carrie this like video on TikTok. He ignores it when I send him conspiracies, but it's like Buzz Aldrin saying we never went to the moon, and I'm like,
I like the ones where Buzz Aldrin's beating the hell out of somebody. That's my favorite Buzz Aldrin.
I don't think I've seen those, but
they're good. I'll send them to you.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, but Kevin, you're right, because my TikTok was literally all hurricane footage. Like, I was just watching friggin' things getting swept away, cars being rolled over. Like, I was consuming nothing but hurricane content for 4 days. You're right.
Look across the board at our space. I'm sure it applies to every space, but it's our space is just the views are way down, which is, I mean, it's understandable.
But your content's like notably bad and worse than ever before.
That's
so it
true.
Could be
it's
that.
going. Yeah, we haven't talked about the downfall of the Commonwealth Picker, which I'm planning on doing a YouTube video.
Yeah, you should. You should do like a whole review of his channel now and then.
The rise and fall of Commonwealth Picker.
Yeah, like do some like moody music, talk about his drug
maybe
addiction.
I'll start getting
from lowly teacher to living on the streets.
No, but it was pretty much all hurricane content for me this week. It was all I was saying. But then, I mean, I am in the path, so maybe I'm like an oddity, and it did like go right over me, and then so I was obviously paying close attention to it. And if you guys do want to see how poorly I did in the stress, check out my video. I was like out on my roof while it was lightning and thundering, trying to fix gaps.
Yes, that was pretty good. That's the perfect time to fix your roof during the hurricane.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, so good.
You had your little headlamp on. Your dad was doing all the work.
You have to understand something about
very
my dad.
Kevin-like.
You have to understand something about my dad. My dad, there is nothing I can do properly with him. Like, I'm crying out for approval, Dad. I am. Okay, because anything I do, like, he's like, well, I wouldn't have done it that way. You should hold it at this 45-degree angle. So I'm at the point now, like, if he comes over to help me with something, I just let him do it, and I just, like, hand him the tools. Like, because
awesome.
There's no point in trying. Like, I'm going to do it
Maybe
wrong.
That's where he gets his value from. That's being not
honestly,
you.
I think that's, like... I honestly think that's a way he feels fulfilled is by serving others. Like, Uncle Steve's probably like that a little bit. Like, he likes to serve Kevin as well. Like,
there's people who give energy to others, and there's people who suck energy from others.
Yeah, like energy suckers, like leeches. I mean, I'm not gonna say anyone in this group is a leech, but.
Another one of our stupid inside jokes.
He's gone again. Hey guys, I'm not saying anyone in this group is a leech, but please make a nice little Photoshop of Kevin the leech.
Yes, as a leech. Yes.
Can he be leeching his own nipples? Can his head on 9 leeches be on his
back,
9
Kevin.
nipples?
I could name some leeches. But I won't. I'll be
this
above
old
the
school
fray.
picker guy with his custom named shelves. That's some nonsense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy one though. Got to get that. That's a write-off.
Yeah,
that's
there
a
you
marketing
go.
write-off.
It is a write-off.
True.
Absolutely. Get a sign. Name it. Put the Piggy has to be on the thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I think the one thing we have that we can offer, even though there's so little reseller talk like that person was complaining about, the one thing we can say without any hesitation is if you want to sell more on eBay, list more. Boom.
It's true.
That's the most used. That's the only thing you need to know.
It's honestly,
it's
Literally,
literally it.
give them something.
That's it. That's all you need to know. If you know that, you're good.
Don't be Dave.
List more.
Find
Hey,
better
I'll tell you
stuff and sell it.
I will tell
That's
you
my
this.
tip.
I've seen an uptick, a big uptick, when in doubt, parted out items. People are buying more and more, items to use to replace something, to fix something, as opposed to buying something totally new.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it with my stuff. My old parted out. I just sold 2 of those bungee cords for the Ab Lounge 2. $25 a piece.
I don't know why I go into ADD mode and just zone out when you talk. It's so weird.
It's kind of like that teacher.
Listen,
he has
maybe
that
you
teacher
might
drone
sell
from
something
Charlie
once.
Brown.
And
Just
the
wah,
problem
wah,
is,
wah, wah.
and this, let's be honest. Wait, let me look behind me. It happens when my wife talks too, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I zone out so quickly, and it's very annoying because then I'll bring up the thing the next day, and she'll be like, "Dude, I just said this to you yesterday, Dave." And I'm but I wasn't listening.
This is a fun thing.
About it.
If you guys are watching this and not listening to it, you should just timestamp all the times you notice Dave zoning out in the podcast, because
That's bad. It's bad.
Honestly, there's a lot. Anytime Kevin's been speaking for 10 seconds, I gotta do something funny because I know Dave's gone. Dave's gone.
Okay, wait. Let's try it again, Kevin. What were you talking about? I'm gonna focus this time. I'm ready.
I said
Business
when
time.
Parted out items are going up. If
Parted
you have
out.
anything,
Parted out.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing an uptick in the prices you can get for stuff parting it
Going
out.
up.
It's going up.
That is. Why do you think that is? Is that the economy? See, that sounded smart, what I just said.
Yeah.
Economy.
People,
Economy.
Even if it's
economy.
not directly the economy, people fears
Economies
about
of
what
scale.
the economy will be.
What does that mean?
Inflation, guys. Gas prices through the roof.
Dude, you know what? Speaking of gas prices through the roof,
They're going
first of all,
down.
we didn't tell anyone this, but at the Uncle Mark's garage sale, maybe we said this. We had to sign a number 7 box for someone, which I thought was pretty fun.
That's awesome. I love how you guys are both going to go to jail for that.
Oh crap! Yeah, we did screw up.
Oh, hey,
Kev.
I had a postal worker comment on my thing. He's like, "You really shouldn't show you're using those things, because if postal workers are required by law to turn you in or something, and I'm a postal worker." I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. Seriously.
So we could easily take that whole thing out of context. He was commenting on your thing and said you shouldn't have used your thing for what?
That's totally right. In history circles, text without context is there. So yeah, I had a USPS tote.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that really does add a lot to the story, Kevin,
Yeah,
when we
that
know what
really-
you're talking about.
Opened up
Thank you.
a whole
we were
bunch of
talking
that.
about
Brought me
postal-
directly into where you were trying. Well, you could have been box number 7, your wiener. I just didn't know.
It could have all applied. Box number 7.
Could have been your wiener. That's all we're saying. We don't know.
So speaking of, somebody.
Speaking of your wiener, okay, let's go.
Do you have a nickname for that too? Like you nickname everything else?
I really do gotta go.
What do you guys write down below what you think the nickname is?
Trash to Cash podcast. Okay,
Oh,
Kevin
yeah.
left.
You guys
Kevin,
should really
can't
go
leave
check
yet.
out
It's almost Jelly Hands time.
Yeah, it's almost Jelly Hands time. That's true. You guys should go check out some real podcasts, like a
Yeah.
Pure Hustle podcast, the Let's Do
Hustle.
Lunch podcast, which
Yep.
I never watch at lunchtime, so I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
They had who'd they have on there? Ginger Martin.
Haley
came on.
Tornado.
They're just
They did.
they
and Haley
can't carry
Tornado,
a podcast by themselves. Apparently, they just got to keep having guests.
We
on.
carry a podcast every week. I pointed at Carrie.
Carry.
Yeah. So, Carrie, when are you going to go to Universal in Hollywood?
I don't know. We're not I don't have little kids, and Dawn's not a theme park person. So probably when you come over,
but you
here,
have a little
we'll
kid now. You and Dawn have a kid now.
Art.
Did you see that?
Little Art.
We have a little kid. Oh yeah, the guy that showed the pictures of what our kids would look like.
What your kid? Actually, the kid looked way better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Your kid.
Dawn's helping with that equation a lot.
Yeah, that looked a lot more like Dawn than like me. There's no cross-eyed weird beard thing going on that I have. So
none of the track marks. Wait, should we go into that? No.
So Dave, what day are you showing up to Prison and Profit
Convention?
Okay, so
I am going to try to get out of work at noon and drive up there on Friday so that I can go yard selling on Saturday. And I don't even know. It's Florence, right? Florence, South Carolina. Is anyone going? Let us know in the comments to expect you. Is it Greenville? Okay, yeah, Florence is where the Buc-ee's is. I think mostly in Buc-ee locations.
If I lived down south, I would think the same thing, yeah.
It's like, where's the Buc-ee's in relation to your house? Okay, all right, good, got it. So I think it's really far from me, honestly. I think it's like 7.5, 8 hours. How far is it from you, Kev?
He says if you can't make money at this convention, you're a bad reseller. So I'm like, Dave, here's your test.
Dude, I can make some money. I'll just do some dancing.
How'd you do last time at the last convention? Then?
I actually finally sold the thing I bought at the $5 store, and I sold it for $70. So I made
Did you do better
$65.
at this convention or at Uncle Mark's garage sale?
Since all the stuff I bought at Uncle Mark's is still sitting in my van, it's hard to say. It's only been 2 weeks. You expect me to unload it in 2 weeks?
I've got a lot of people like, I can't wait till next year at Uncle Mark's. I'm like, how much stuff do you think he's got? You think we can just have sales here? Or should we we should just have an Uncle Mark sale somewhere down
Uncle
there.
Mark doesn't always have to be Uncle Mark, though. Like, you could just hire a viewer to call themselves Uncle Mark. Like, they could just look completely different.
Maybe he could come and just like
be a 27-year-old woman. Here's Uncle Mark. An Uncle Mark's garage sale. So it's 6.5 hours, Kev, from me. So if I leave at like 12, I'll probably be there at like 9 p.m. would be my guess. I'm really slow. I'm going to be going right past Florence, so I got to stop
definitely. Kevin, do you change time zones? Are you East Coast where you are, or are you Central?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm East Coast.
Carrie, all the cool folks are. Is it past?
Well, if I go like 1 hour that direction, which is east, I'm in Mountain Standard
Carrie,
Time.
did you go to that sale? Didn't they have a big Vegas yard sale?
Yeah, I did. I went to the community one. It was awesome.
It was on.
And there's a big one next week too.
How much you make?
Next week. It looks like we're gonna make I'll probably make 600-700 or after fees.
Now, how many sales were in this thing? Because we put it on Garage Sale Nation, and which means it's supposed to have at least 100 sales. It
didn't feel like 100 sales, no, but it was quite a few.
See, I would probably say just unsubscribe to Garage Sale Nation, guys, since they're liars.
We haven't talked about how big of a failure that has been.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. It's been great.
17,300.
No, it's doing great. I'm just kidding.
3 channels or 3 group sponsors now. We got Garage Sale. Look, you opened it up here, GarageSaleNation.net. Now we have a calendar and a map on that website.
Awesome. Sweet.
Ready Set sent me an email with a news article about the Thai Beanie Baby mogul. Did you
Ready
know?
Set Resale?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
He knows you.
He knows me. Yeah, he's been watching me since. Dude, you know what's crazy? He's been watching me since he was one of the OGs. Like when I was getting 30 views, he was watching me. He is on top of the newbies. Not in a romantic fashion.
I know. I remember when I got the website. I told everybody to go out there and get their websites secured, which you didn't. So I must have not been talking to you back then.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get ncpicker.com.
No, it's not that guy. It's not the famous guy. It's the other Ready Set. It's not Ready Set Resale. It's Ready Set, just awesome commenter guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's not the Cincinnati guy.
No, I realized you meant the guy who lived in North Carolina for a bit. It was not him. Sorry. Misunderstanding. He probably doesn't know I exist. But no, he sent me an article where the Thai Beanie Baby mogul apparently made $4 billion from Beanie Babies back in the day, by the way. Did you know this? But apparently he's
I can imagine.
He owns hotel property in New York and stuff, and the Four Seasons in New York has not opened up because they're in a battle with the Thai Beanie Baby mogul. I mean, I just wanted to give some updates on what the Thai Beanie Baby mogul's up to.
You could definitely make money on Beanie Babies if you sell them in 1998.
It wasn't a great topic. I kind of just decided I wanted to give him some acknowledgement for sending me the article just to prove I looked at it briefly. I didn't really read it, so I'm
It's
just
kind of
guessing
like
what it's
kind of
about.
like NFTs. If you sold them 6 months
Yeah.
ago, you're going to be awesome, but now they're worthless.
Are they worthless now, Kev?
No.
You track the NFT stuff.
I don't know. They've gone down a
No,
lot,
they're
haven't
not
they?
worthless, but just like they've gone down a little bit more steep than the markets have gone down. But if you compare them, it's not that far off.
So I did see a TikTok of someone saying that they're making $10,000 a day stripping in VR. Have you seen this one? This is now what's going around.
The metaverse is crazy.
The
dude.
metaverse, yeah, that's what they're saying, and it's completely baloney, but it was interesting.
Dude, have you ever tried one of the Oculus before, Kevin? That thing's amazing. I tried it at Dave's house. It's
I know.
insane.
I saw. You look like an idiot.
Can you imagine if you get
I felt
jelly
like an
on
idiot.
that hat in a little bit, Carrie?
No, I'm taking my hat off. This is too expensive. My Walmart shirt can get
$35.
jelly on it.
Yeah. I hope Dawn is going to be ready to participate in
No,
the
Dawn's
schmearing.
gone. She was gonna.
Dang it, Dawn.
Dawn went
I
on
want her
to
to
help
lick
her
it off
dad.
your face.
No, she was gonna come in. She was already had plans, and then she was gonna come in with like some sort of bread or something and get it off my face and eat
Wait,
it.
where's your daughter-in-law?
My daughter-in-law is. What are we talking about? My
The one
stepdaughter.
who lives with you, yes.
Stepdaughter. Yeah,
I
my
don't know what
stepdaughter-
families are.
My stepdaughter is here.
Wait, what's a daughter-in-law? Your
That's it.
daughter's?
Carrie would have to have a child.
Yeah,
A daughter.
I had to think about it too. But
You'd
Dawn's
have to
in
have a
a
son.
yeah, Dawn's in St.
his-
George.
No, the one who's your child by common law marriage. That one.
Yes, she's in her room.
Couldn't she eat some bread jam off your face?
Next time, we'll get Dawn here next time.
That's
Go.
gonna be a separate tier.
We'll get Dawn here next time to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got your dog, don't you?
Yes.
He could lick it off.
So many jokes I can't say.
Hey, it's actually Q4, y'all. So
It is,
we can
guys.
Really, right now, say
Q4,
we can really,
guys.
Right now, say don't forget to go get your eBay coupon money. You can go order your free eBay supplies.
Oh, I do need to do that.
Is eBay? Is the summer slowdown over? Is
Or is it
Q4
just
going to
starting?
change your life?
It's
Watch my
Q4,
video and
change your
find
life.
out.
Yes, and buy my sheet that tells you what to buy.
We didn't really give them much in regards to the whole OEMing stuff from Alibaba.com, did we? We just said we weren't that interested in it. I guess, for me, it's basically what most companies do. It's just like they try a little harder. Right? Like if you think about any company making something
you're
nowadays,
exactly right.
talking to some manufacturer in China, and they're
Just watch
working
Shark
together
Tank.
to develop something, and then they're getting it. So it's really like what everyone does, but the problem is the way that it's sold on TikTok is like that it's super easy. You don't have to think of like what the product
No
should be. Just
competition.
that's the bigger problem is it's just an off-the-shelf product, and there's no actual like unique thing you're bringing to the product. And that's like my job. We do a lot of work with China, but we've come up with something unique that no one else has, and then we get it manufactured in China, right?
Right.
That's the difference, whereas they're just saying, oh, go to Alibaba, see what's trending, and just buy 500 and put them on Amazon.com, which is not...
Get like an avocado slicer, or something
Which
like
is
that.
so great. I mean, can these people... Who was it at the Harry Potter's... What's his name? Harry Potter Tornado?
Oh, yeah.
Harry Tornado...
Aragon
had his
Yes.
little convention there, and some CPA guy was selling his whole entire like business doing that.
Mark, not your dad's CPA?
Yes, yeah, he was. I think it was him. There was another CPA there too, so I don't know which one it was.
We talking
he was
about
the one
Flip
sitting
Phone?
right next to me,
Oh.
and I forgot his name already. So that's me.
It's Mark.
I'm bad at names.
Or
So he
was
was
it
saying
Justin?
he wants Justin Trudeau, the Canada guy.
Yeah, the Canada guy, the Prime Minister of Canada, yes.
Yes, the Prime Minister. Speaking of the UK monies, they're worth nothing anymore. That's depressing since my company's a UK company. Ouch. But no, he was saying he like has an OEM business where he buys stuff from Alibaba and he puts it on Amazon. He's literally just trying to sell it because it's just not worth his time. So I thought that was really interesting.
Well, the whole T-shirt things and everybody making up, just generic T-shirts
Yeah.
and putting them up on there, and
Yeah.
that was a phase. And
Don't even forget
I
your
don't know.
T-shirt at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Yeah, just cheesy, generic wrestling T-shirts.
you can get a black one or a gray Trash to Cash
Trash to
T-shirt.
Cat.
right
I actually
now.
do kind of want one, but like I'm not.
I'm
willing
bringing
to buy
it.
one.
I'll get it. No,
Okay.
you're not gonna buy one. If I can convince, hey, these are kind of cool. These actually you can ship out first class. I didn't know that. I had to change
Guys,
the
I
shipping
took
price.
since we haven't seen any money in months. I took over the money again on the podcast. He has not sent us a dime since like May. something like that. And so I've taken it back over.
And you're still working off your debt.
Yeah, it's serious.
I know.
I'm getting evicted, guys. I'm just kidding.
But I think I'm gonna start like rolling in. I'm gonna tell them on the show so they can't argue with me. I'm gonna roll in the $50 a month I'm paying for StreamYard, and I'm gonna take that out first
actually,
before I pay out.
Oh, you're gonna do some Kevin math on that?
I'm gonna do some Kevin math, and
he hates doing math. Kevin hates math unless it involves his own money.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget to get your Piggy at ncpiggy.com. I need a better saying, Kevin.
Hey,
go to AmericanArbitrage.com, guys.
Dave,
Trash to catch stickers.
Put a video out where you were, it was a donation, like at a church, and you could tell them what you were going to pay for it? Have you ever done a video?
Oh, yeah.
So I've done it now 3 times, and boy, I mean, I'm sitting there like, all the people around me have tons of stuff. They're like, oh, how about $20? I'm like, $20, holy cow. And I'm like, I could get this whole pile of $500 worth of stuff for nothing, for $20. And I'm like, how about $50? And the guy's super happy, and I'm like, thinking to myself, this is not going to be enough for the video. I'm like, how about an extra $20 on top of that?
Wow.
I give him $70 for it, and I still getting torn apart like crazy on.
Just like the problem is I give up. I throw in the towel when it comes to YouTube comments because everything I do, someone complains. Right? Like,
no matter
I'll try
what.
to make this person happy and this person's mad. I try to make this person happy now and now this person's mad again. And I'm to the point now where, like, I need to just embrace being me. And it's tempting to listen to them. It's tempting. Like, okay, so here's something I do all the time. Or especially if I'm with people like my mom or my aunt or one of you guys, I'll talk about a deal after I make the deal. Like, oh, I paid this. It might have been a little too pricey, something like that. Or, oh, I didn't get that because there was a little bit of a urine aroma. Like, and whatever, right? Like, and the reason I do that is because I think it's sort of educational, right? Like, why didn't Dave buy that when he knows it's worth money? I give some context, right? Or I've got one coming out at the flea market soon where I went and I didn't buy them all, but I should have. And I ended up kind of overpaying. And I talked with my aunt, and she was the one kind of schooling me on how I should have done the deal. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, people always get mad at me. They get mad at me for doing this, for talking about the pricing or saying something was too expensive. You're just going to resell it. Why are you complaining about it being expensive? They're just doing what you do, right? Like, you're such a hypocrite, that sort of stuff. Or you're so rude talking about the pricing while you're still at the sale. Like, they can't hear me, first of all. I'm not like shouting to their face, hey, you really have a terrible price. Although that would be a good video.
Yeah.
I've seen you do that before, though.
But no, like the
You
talking,
edit it out, but
like
yeah.
the thing is, like, if I feel like it's adding value. I told Tina, I said, I want to take this out because people keep yelling at me for it. And she's like, yeah, but that's what you do, and that's what the channel, like, that's how people learn. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you need to just be you, Dave, because if you do this, then someone's going to complain that you didn't talk about the price and not understand the context.
And what's more than that, Dave, and you probably get this too, is people, like, they assume you know exactly what everything's worth because you're, like, I mean, I'll put comps up on the screen as I'm buying it.
You didn't know it when you bought it.
What it was worth when I bought it.
You were winging it.
Like, yeah. I mean, I bought a bunch of cameras in there. I'm like, I don't know. This stuff's probably pretty good. Turns out one of the cameras is 100, one's 150 and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, they could have been $20. Yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah. No, and that's the truth of it. So the one time it happened, Kev, is I went up and I said, hey, I'll give you $20 at the church sale. I'll give you $20 for it all, and I bought like probably $400 or $500 worth of stuff. And then I left, and then my wife said, oh, you only gave him 20, and she went back and gave him 100 because she knew. Well, she knew the people, she knew the church, she wanted to support him. I didn't put that on camera.
You knew the people, and you knew the church. You only gave him 20.
I didn't. I don't know anyone. I don't know if I met you yesterday. I don't know you. I'm the worst with names. Like Kevin. Carrie, I met and chatted with Bling a Ding Ding like for hours. She was a great person. Carrie remembers her name. I can't remember. He just said it. I was really impressed that he remembered her name.
I'm bad with names too.
She's awesome. I know her husband Tony because Sales by Tony paid for Jam Hands today, so I do know that. What's Bling a Ding's name? You muted. You muted and then said it.
Amy.
Sorry. See, he's really good with names. I saw him at the FlipCon. Everyone he met, he like instantly memorized their name. It was impressive.
How to win friends and influence people.
There you go.
But if you literally can't do it physically, it's impossible for me. So what am I supposed to do? We got the echo back, Carrie. Did you switch mics?
Chris, old school picker, sent me a message back. I sent him a message here just a minute ago, and he said that he has only had 2 complaints about his channel membership deal.
Yeah.
So
really, only two complaints. But see, and all that was just to say, like
16 people purchased the thing already. 16 people gonna have their name on a shelf.
That's impressive. Okay, so I screwed up somehow, and tell me how this can happen. Someone ordered 4 DVDs on eBay, and they said, hey, please send me an invoice. And I sent them an invoice, and I put in the little box, I thought I put in the little box, that their shipping would be $6 for total. But then when I went to ship it, it said $0 for shipping. And they paid nothing for shipping. So, and it was, as you know, $4 DVDs. So it was only like $16, and I'm now going to have to ship it probably priority, because like £1.50. £1.50 of DVDs.
Yeah.
Why would you have to ship it priority?
We do media.
Well, because one's a video game. One's a $4 video game. So I could just sneak it in, guys. What do you think? Sneak it in media? Bad Advice Podcast.
I would say that 95% of people would do that.
Nah, not us great people. What would you
Yeah.
guys do in the
A lot
comments?
of other people would do that, and it makes perfect sense. To
And
them.
they would maybe put
To
the
them.
DVD in the middle of the pile.
Most people would.
I mean, the video.
Most
game in the
people
middle of
would. Would we? We wouldn't, but most people would.
the No.
I wouldn't do it. I would not do it.
No,
Kevin
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't. I
Wouldn't
wouldn't.
dare.
I would not already have done it. No.
It
No.
probably never has happened, maybe.
It never has happened today at all.
I take
At
no
all.
blame.
YouTube.com/NCPick.
You,
Bad
Josh,
advice.
Josh and Dave, cheapskates. I get
know.
cheapskate. Josh and Dave.
You're just a good
Taking
guy,
items
Kevin.
back that you got at the Goodwill bins.
I feel like
Shameful.
I made it on YouTube finally because somebody complained about how rough we were with the stuff at yard sales.
Yes.
All right.
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite complaints.
Like,
Yeah.
what is up with that? Like, literally,
Froggy's the only one who's immune.
Yeah.
Because he like picks
He
up
like
things like
angel
this.
wings touches the items and like caresses them.
he blows them into the wind so they can lower down gently. I don't get that. Like, it's
okay,
just
Dr. Lori.
stuff.
Can we talk about Dr. Lori?
Yes. Yes,
Jump
we
into the
can.
topic. Okay, so Dr. Lori, never heard of her, never heard of such a thing. But my viewers are big fans. Have you heard of her?
For a second there, I thought it was the sex doctor, but it's actually the one that talks about stuff.
Dr. Laura?
Like,
Jewelry.
yeah.
Jewelry.
It's the
Apparently
one that talks
jewelry
about
is her
how much
specialty.
stuff is worth.
Jewelry
Yeah.
And not sex. And we shouldn't even say that word on the show, Care Bear.
Why
we
is she a
can't, really?
doctor?
Go ahead and edit it out.
What is she a doctor of?
She actually has her PhD, they said. She legitimately has her PhD in something.
Carrie's got 3 degrees. That don't mean.
Yeah, it doesn't mean a thing, guys.
Yeah, and it broke his brain, honestly, all that school. But no, anyways, so it doesn't sound like you guys know much about her, but they're saying she sells 2-hour consultations.
Yeah,
And she will literally,
I've watched her
like,
show.
tell you what your stuff's worth. But they say, like, a lot of the commenters are saying they paid the money and didn't regret it for a second, which I thought was really interesting. Like,
$200?
they
For
said,
what?
yeah, well, they have like their grandma's jewelry, and she'll give them an idea of what to do with it, how much it's worth, and a lot of times she's making them a lot of money so that it's actually worth the $200. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I mean, depends on how much you got, I guess.
she must have a ton of. Well, my dad has like shelves and shelves full of old jewelry, and like I'm tempted to have him try it and just see how it goes
Why
because
don't you just go take it to a jeweler?
he did, but when we took it to jewelers, they're all just giving him spot price, and a lot of the stuff.
No, I'm
is
not talking
antique.
about to sell it. You just go with the intent, hey, I want to pay you for your information. I'm not selling it to you. And then you're going to get a different
interesting
take on
idea,
it.
yeah.
They're all trying to buy it from you. You go it's like going and talking to a financial advisor. Say I want to pay you for your hour of time. I will not buy a product from you. I just want your information. You'll get totally different answers.
Okay, I could tell him to do that too. I mean, I was just trying to support a fellow YouTuber, but yeah, Kevin hates Dr. Lori. Got it.
No,
There's
I
your
don't.
title and your thumbnail.
I'll be honest. If you want some honesty, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. I've heard
Wow, rude.
both
Wow.
wonderful things and awful things.
Let me look her
there
up.
you go. That's what I got.
She looks very nice, Kevin. I don't know why
Okay.
you're saying such terrible things about her.
Is she the one that was like talking about the Beanie Babies?
I don't know. Beanie Babies
Didn't she
can
do-
sell.
type in Dr. Lori Beanie Babies. See
Dude,
if something
Beanie
comes
Babies
up.
sell? I sell Beanie Babies all the time. Do you not sell Beanie
Hey,
Babies?
no.
Dude, actually,
every
no.
once
I
in a while.
was. Carrie did
I
a
did
live
sell one
stream.
last week, actually.
Carrie did a live stream, Kev. And someone in there was like, hey, I just got.
I was watching it in the shed.
Okay.
I was filming a video, and he was in the background.
Making fun of
watching
you
the show.
while you were.
That's exactly
Just
right.
switch to your headphone mic again. I don't know why. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, wait, he's fixing it. Echo, 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 echo.
Sorry,
And it's
Whatever.
gone.
I don't know
Tell
why
me
it
your
does
story.
that.
Okay, no, but yeah, so
Beanie Babies.
Carrie said, someone in the comments said, hey, I have 30 Beanie Babies. What can I do for him? Carrie said, like, throw them out or something, which is a funny joke. But then I was kind of telling him in the comments, like, and first of all, you need to prioritize my comments more in your live streams. If you miss a comment, I just log off.
You know how to get to the top of the list. It's a super sticker or a super chat, my friend.
Well, anyway, so... But no, I was telling Carrie that, they could bundle them up and they'll sell them for like $20-$25 for 30 of them, easy. And he's like, no, I didn't believe that. And so I sent him a bunch of screenshots of these souls, and he's like, still didn't believe me. So Carrie, Kevin's backing me up. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I've sold. Well, no,
I've watched your videos, and I know that you doctor sold listing pictures. So I believe you. Honestly, I do believe you. Yeah.
Besides the when in doubt, parted out, I had these 2 wicker items in my shed for like 8 months. And not even a bite, not even nothing. And they both sell within days of each other. Really? Wicker, like a wicker shelf and a giant wicker hamper.
Wow. Have you ever seen The Wicker Man with Nick Cage?
Yeah, it's uplifting. Yeah.
It's a great movie. There's also a roller coaster called The Wicker Man, I believe, in the London. In the London, UK.
Yeah, in the London, United
the London,
Kingdom.
UK.
UK is short for United Kingdom.
No,
Is she from Vegas?
I don't know, but you're right. She has a lot of Beanie Baby videos. I'm going to check it out. I mean, I might tell my dad to reach out to her, is all I'm saying.
So, Carrie, if I come out there, or what's the deal if I come out this winter here? Art's already, like, I can count on Art.
Yeah, dude, you're going to stay at the finest hotel room that Circus has to offer. And on me.
Only minor stabbings.
Pay for it.
When do you plan on going?
I don't.
You should do it.
I'm not gonna tell you.
No.
I don't know.
Everybody
I think.
Come. That'd be fun.
I don't know. I haven't made it. Maybe early January or maybe early December.
The cool thing about Carrie living in Vegas is he could get you a real murder Airbnb. Like you would actually die in some of the neighborhoods in Vegas, which would be pretty sweet. And he muted himself, and we shouldn't even tell him. We should just let him be muted.
There was a TikTok I watched. I don't know what's going on with my whole situation today.
Did you see? Do either of you follow Crazy Lamp Lady?
Never heard of her.
Okay, and Digger Drew, anyway, 1980, I think it is on Instagram. Their baby, what is their baby's name? Laurel, I think, had a wig on. I don't know why I'm saying this. I was looking
Kevin's
at it,
era.
I was kind of freaking out on the video. It looked a little. Anyway, you tell me about your scary things.
No, I was watching a TikTok about somebody who just got a random Airbnb in Vegas, but they got it in the wrong side of town. So it was an interesting TikTok.
I saw that too. I think I saw the same one, which is what made
there's certain areas, Circus Strat, you want to, it could be a little bit trippy.
Leroy and Eric OBX down there at FlipCon got one of those murder Airbnbs. Did you hear that story?
No.
They literally had to leave it in the middle of the night because of all the crackheads and prostitutes.
Yes, I did hear that, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. They told me that story that one night.
And those dudes, you don't mess around with those dudes. If they felt they had to leave.
Yeah, I know. I don't think anyone's like going to attack Eric. Carrie, I think we need to bring out something because your mic is the worst tonight. It keeps switching to that little headset.
I fixed it.
You fixed it again?
I don't know why it's doing that, yeah.
And headphone warning. This is a past headphone warning, guys. Your ears are bleeding now, and I can't do anything about it because it already happened.
Is it that bad?
Just that last time, it cranked you up to 9,000 decibels. And my ears are bleeding, so I'm sure theirs are too.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
Sure. I didn't hear anything at all, Carrie.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't. You have the hearing aid. It's got the adaptive sound where it turns itself down, and it's.
Did you see
really nice.
all those people? Did you see my mom made an appearance on the podcast, and they were just how how young
podcast?
she is. No, on the podcast, on my Flipper channel.
Do you have another podcast, Kevin? Are you cheating on us?
No, not yet.
Yeah, are you still doing the Flipper videos? Are people watching?
Interviews.
People are watching the Flipper videos?
No.
I thought everybody stopped when you made that good video about quitting your job. That was the best one you ever did on that channel.
Yeah, I liked the sadness.
Shed
update.
Channel's doing well.
Yeah, Shed update. Creative sourcing, selling stolen merchandise, and you're behind bars.
That was it.
That was the best thumbnail ever. I will give it to you.
Look at the views on it. My mom was on that
yeah.
one. My mom was on that one.
I did watch the one with your mom on it, actually.
They're like, how is that?
Because she stole the Carl's Jr. menus, and she had
no
regret.
Everybody thinks I'm
she
so
had no
old
remorse.
Now that could not possibly be my mother, and I'm like, see.
It's actually his wife.
It's wild because she looks dozens of years younger than you.
Yeah,
yes. I have an older brother too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
you think I look? What's his name?
Subscribers on Garage
Kane or
Sale
Abel?
Nation? Kevin, how did you jump 3,000 subscribers on Garage Sale Nation? What happened?
Because I put out all the Uncle Mark's videos over there.
Okay. How did those do?
I didn't jump 3,000.
You have 8,000. I thought you had 5.
No, you had 5. I had 7.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was
That
me.
channel's growing faster than any channel I have.
Wow. I mean, I guess. Am I in it?
Yeah,
did you even put like my
Yes,
logo on the
you're
screen
in
or
it.
my link in your
Yes.
description? Have you done
try not
anything
to.
for me?
Yeah, what have you done for
I have
Dave
mentioned
lately?
you on even Reagan's gonna mention you on a. Jeez, man.
Reagan's awesome.
Ungrateful.
Hey, no, speaking of ungrateful, where's the
Ungrateful.
tattoo? Did you get it yet?
Did you get the tattoo? Yes.
Is that why you're wearing
Man,
long sleeves, Kev? Do you have a tattoo under
You
there?
get the
I
barbed
do not
wire
have a
like you
tattoo.
promised?
I'm going to places with young people doing young people things, and I'm too wore out to get a tattoo.
Kevin sent us a picture of him when he was 30.
I
And
know,
he looked
dude.
exactly the same.
He
was
had
weird.
he had 20
was weird.
more pounds of muscle though. He was yoked out, as the kids would
It
say.
was
He
some weird
yoked
school
up.
stuff. So a former teacher of mine sent me that picture. They're like, I just saw this. I thought I'd send it to you. I'm like, okay. And then I'm at Country Thunder, and 2 former colleagues of mine are right there. I'm like, this is weird. I go into the grocery store, and an old principal. It's like all these memories of school. It's like they're trying to suck me back into public education. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, no. But
He's
it's
done,
so
he's
lucrative,
done.
Kev. It's so lucrative.
He's
You know
done
what you
being
do?
a public servant. He's just going to take now.
I could
it's
make
time to
more
take.
at Domino's.
You probably could. You can make more at
I
Buc-ee's.
could.
You know what?
I
I don't
could
know
make
what the
more-
hourly rate
Yeah,
on
Buc-ee's
teachers,
is-
but Buc-ee's is $19 an hour. I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah,
they're
and you
paying
could
teachers
just
nowadays.
steal those burritos in the morning. They're amazing.
They're so good. Oh, there's so many good burritos. Carrie, sales by Tony's ringing in. I don't know if it's like about time. It's about time for Carrie to give some credit where
Well,
credit is due.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and continue to talk though. So
Okay.
Hey, I need my anybody want to watch Carrie do something stupid? We're
More,
getting
Carrie.
$11.33
So
out of
much
this.
more. I want your hands so full. This is an expensive thing. I don't know what you paid.
how much
for
did
jam.
this cost? This was like
$35 he paid.
This is
to see you
great
do
content
this.
for the actual podcast listeners.
Yeah. Okay. You
He's
ready?
got jelly hands.
Carrie's
here.
got jam hands. Oh, it's so much jam on his hands. Yell the name. Yell the name.
sales by Tony.
Yell it.
Sales by Tony.
Slap yourself. Slap yourself.
Turn this is a-
Pull in your hair. Pull in your hair. Pull in your hair.
I don't want to.
Pull in your hair. There we go. More. You need more jam. I can't
this
even
is-
see it. I can't even see it on your face. Get
What
more
do you
jam.
want from me, man? This
More?
is enough jam.
Turner needs more jam, right?
$35
More
worth of jam.
Yeah,
Turner said
Turner
more.
says more.
Turner said more. You can't let him down, dude. You
I'm
can't let
gonna
him
get it
down.
on my face. I don't want to get it on my face.
I hope nobody's in the bathtub now.
Say the name again. Sales by who?
Sales by Tony's my favorite. Thank you for.
Can you just pour it straight on your head? Can you
It's
just
on
like
my
dump it?
laptop now. That's gross. It looks like I've been attacked by a bear. I'm gonna have to take a shower now.
Pour it on your head. Can you just pour some on your head?
No, I didn't
Come
get paid
on.
enough for this.
Tony, aren't you disappointed with Carrie's performance?
This is good enough. This is
Can you
good
mix some
enough.
honey in there.
This is good enough. Next month I have to do something different. It's
Yeah,
weird,
that's
isn't
true.
it?
And you
This
Turner's
isn't
requested
normal.
honey.
At the top of the bar here.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
got
this
it.
is not normal.
Oh, no, I think this is good because we've
Yeah.
seen that like the jam.
This is weird. This is weird, right? This is weird. This is not. Name one other reselling podcast that does this. Kevin's getting all the money
It's a
too.
new
That's the worst
challenge.
part.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
you know, I still have all that hot stuff. What was the hot stuff we ate at,
Oh my gosh.
Carrie, what was that hot stuff we had at FlipCon? I still have that bottle.
Oh,
And
that
they're dealing with
yeah,
Dalton
Yep.
and Flip the World. They signed it and gave it to me. I think we should send that out as a challenge to the Let's Do Lunch podcast.
He's licking
think?
himself.
I'm gonna go all in. This is so dumb.
What's funny is nobody's watching at this point.
I know nobody even made it this far.
Listen,
Sales.
we've seen now what jam does. I enjoy it, but
You
it's
should at
not
least-
as visible as I want it to be. So he needs to do a better substance next month. Maybe
You
the
should have
honey.
put me on them. Yeah, honey's gonna be less visible than this.
What if you did like ketchup would be good. Ketchup would be nice.
Why?
Yeah,
First
Turner
off,
likes that.
let's make this clear that Dave just said you have a new thing on Patreon that you're doing. I didn't even get asked. I just was told I'm doing this. I got roped
Turner,
into.
what are we going to do with our $11?
How am I? Yeah, how am I gonna?
$11
How am I gonna be
for this.
taken seriously in the reselling community?
Nobody took you serious.
Wow, this so I think we just need some ideas, guys. In the comments, what do we want Carrie to slather on his face next month as he licks the jail?
This is disgusting.
This is stupid.
Thank you for
He's
watching
right.
Trash to
It's
Cash.
stupid.
Bye-bye.
This was dumb. This was